Hi. I'm gonna settle in real quick, make sure nothing is falling here and you can see me, and then we're gonna get going. Okay, I think we're all good. So I know most of you know me, but we have a lot of new people, so I want to introduce myself. I am Vesta Schneider and I love oils and healthy lifestyle and everything. Hi Stephanie. I truly believe that it's easier to prevent illnesses and to prevent feeling ill than to fix it. So I know a lot of you got new oils and you got this beautiful box and you open it and you're not sure what to do with it, right? So I'm gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna tell you what oils you have, what to do with them, how they work, what not to do, what to look for, and all that stuff. Okay, so very quickly I'm gonna tell you about the diffuser. So here's my diffuser, the one that I keep in my office, or if I can call this my office. So all you need to do, you put water in there, and the best water is not the tap water, but get either bottled water, or I use mine right from the refrigerator. So let me turn it off. So what you do, there is a little, I don't know if you can see it since I have, you see that little red dot? You fill the water all the way up to that dot. That's how much you need. And then you put your oils that you want, you turn it on, done. It's that easy. And you can put any oils you want in there that come in the starter kit. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So I'm gonna start with, I think I'm gonna start with Stress Away, and I'm gonna tell you why. We have construction going on in the house, and it's so loud, and I'm thankful, I'm grateful that they're here and they're fixing our roof, but it's all day, bang, bang, bang. So I thought I was gonna lose my mind a little bit, but I think I'm okay. Okay, so this I've been using today all day in my diffuser on my wrist and just inhaling it to calm myself down. I'm a huge introvert, and like huge introvert, and I like, my favorite sound is quiet, and having banging all day is just it's not my thing. So Stress Away, that's what you get. It's a blend. It has several different oils. You can, if you see that black part on the bottle, if you open it very quickly, it actually peels off. So if you peel it off, it looks like this. You can see inside, it's going to tell you exactly what is in what ingredients. So if you have oil like lemon oil, there is only lemon in there, but this is a blend, so it has different oils, so it's good to know what is in there. Okay, that's that for Stress Away. Very easy use. Anytime, I actually like to use it at nighttime as well. In my kids' room, I just put 4 to 5 drops in the diffuser, turn it on, and they are ready to go sleepy sleep, so mommy can have her wine. Oh yes, Stephanie says you like Stress Away. Yes, and you're an introvert. Me too. That's how it is. All right, let's get to next oil. What I have, frankincense. So frankincense is the king of all oils. It's good for everything, and I really like this oil for, I diffuse it, so at night what I like to use in my room to help me to go to sleep, I like frankincense, lavender, and copaiba. I just put a couple drops of each right in my diffuser and let it go for the whole night. The other way to use frankincense, you can use it for, it's very good for your skin. So I have these little pads that I don't know if you can see. So I make my own for myself. I clean my makeup with these pads, or just wipe my face off during the day if it doesn't feel good, or first thing in the morning. And also my daughter is 10 years old now, and she is getting into that hormonal stage, and she needs to keep her, I don't want her to break out in pimples. So that's all it is. It's these pads, and I have a recipe on the website, so I mean on our Oleander page, so Google it. I think it's called makeup remover. So one of the oils I use for these pads is frankincense. Very good skin oil. Also, it has a lot of supports a lot of our health in a lot of different ways, but because of FDA requirements, I'm not allowed to say a lot of things. So this is one of the oils I want to make sure you guys look it up. There are a lot of good websites. Look what it really does for you. For my kids and for my husband, I put a drop on our neck almost every day. Just that's how good it is. All right, let's move to the next one. I have copaiba. This is, from all the oils in the box, probably my most favorite oil. I just love copaiba, and I think it's really underrated. I believe you can get true real copaiba, 100% copaiba, only through Young Living, which is pretty cool. This is the best skin oil. So what you do with it, so you can use it by itself as it is. Just put a little bit on your skin. You can put on those pads that I showed you earlier. So I have wrinkle cream for the nighttime. So it's already amazing the way it is, but if I feel really tired or just didn't get enough sleep or whatever it was, like I'm just not myself and I need to brighten up my skin a little bit, I take a little bit of cream, just whatever you use, and drop of copaiba, mix it up in your palm and just put it on your face. It does wonders for me. Also, copaiba is that oil that let's say if you have frankincense and lavender and you put them together and you want that chemistry work better, them work stronger together, you add copaiba to it. So copaiba is like a glue for the rest of the oils and gets them to work together better. So that's for that oil. Then we have peppermint. Okay, so you know what? One more thing I want to tell you. So if anybody has animals, what I use it actually on my puppy as well. I take her to the dog park all the time, and they play and she has little nips here and there. So to help it heal, I don't put it on my pup right on her, because I don't know, if it doesn't feel good, she can't tell me. So what I do, I have this animal scent ointment that I use for her. So I take a little bit of this, mix copaiba, and put it on the areas where she had nips or cuts or whatever is in there, and it heals so much faster. So try that on. It's a really good thing. Okay, back to peppermint. So peppermint, I like to use it right before I go work out, and again, I put it on my neck just because I like it. That's where it feels good for me. This is the hot oil. So if you don't know what hot oils and you're completely new to this, go back to Oleander, search for hot oils, and the whole list will pop up. It's not that many of them, and you'll remember them easily, but if you're new, make sure you know what hot oil is. So let's see, peppermint. So what else I like to do with it? So okay, workout. I went spinning this morning after a very long time, so my legs I think are gonna fall off. But I used it, so I was spinning, and you get so hot, your body's hot and working, getting rid of toxins, and you're sweating. So what peppermint does, it lowers your body's temperature a little bit, and also gets you, the way it gets to your brain, it gets you motivated and work a little harder. So this is that's mostly what I use it for. Now while I'm talking about peppermint, so let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you how to apply oils, because I see sometimes people apply it incorrectly. Do not put your finger right on top, because what it does, you're putting your dead skin cells and touches here, and then it gets inside your bottle. These oils, if stored correctly, they're going to last you for a very long time. But if you start putting your finger on there or like dabbing on your face somewhere, you contaminate it. So you just don't do that. Here's how you do it. So how do I show this? So you see, I'm going to let one drop come out. That's all you need. One drop, and you just rub it. And you always actually rub it clockwise. It's just the way our bodies are made. Everything goes clockwise. So if you rub the oil into your body clockwise, it helps to get into the rhythm and just gets in there and starts doing its magic. Now, the other reason not to touch it with your finger, because peppermint is hot oil. So if I touch it on my finger and I decide to scratch my eye, or I don't know, touch my face, it's gonna have that tingling sensation, and it's gonna feel like it's burning, and I'm telling you, it's not gonna feel that good. So don't touch them with your fingers. If you wanna, the other place to apply, you can apply here. If you wanna rub it somewhere else, just avoid putting on your fingers, because hi Etta, because you forget that it's on there, and they're on your body for like several hours, or your ear, or you'll eat something, like you just avoid putting oils on your fingers in general. What else with peppermint? Okay, one more thing I want to tell you. Since I'm talking about peppermint, I'm going to bring up RC. So RC is also a blend. Now it has 3 different eucalyptus and a couple other ingredients. Again, you can open up. I know some people missed accumulate, so I'm going to show you again. That's where you open up and you're going to find all the ingredients in there, okay? So I'm not going to read them to you because I trust that you guys can read yourself. So this is amazing for what eucalyptus does is opens up your airways. It's like if you have that day that you feel your head is all stuffy and you just heavy and you know you need some energy. So this is really energizing. And if you how do I say it, staying within FDA requirements, so all these minty oils, when your nose is stuffy and when your head is stuffy, when you feel at night that you can't sleep because you can't breathe through your nose, this is a great oil to use. So you can put it right into the diffuser. If this area feels bad, I can mix this with the coconut oil or V6. I prefer V6, but if you don't have it, you can use coconut oil. And you just, it's 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or whatever oil you're using. And I use it for myself to rock, sinus and respiratory support, that's right. So 1 tablespoon of carrier oil and 2 drops of RC. And you rub your chest, you rub your neck, and where the spine is, along the spine, just rub it right in there, in your spine, and you'll feel much better and you'll be able to sleep at night. I like to use it when I work because it really just gets me going. I'm ready to go now. It's very, very energizing. And if you are not stuffy and you smell it, it seems very, very strong. But that's why when you actually need it, it feels good. Now this is the oil that you don't use just because you feel like it. This is the oil when you use it when you need it, help with the respiratory support, okay? And here is why. So I grew up with essential oils and I grew up with herbs, and I'm just very conservative when it comes to using them because I know how strong these oils are. So let's see, peppermint, eucalyptus, all these minty oils, I choose not to use them. I didn't use them with my kids when they were 5 or 6 and under because they have 1.8 cineole in it. If you don't know what it is, it just if child already has some kind of breathing difficulties, it might interact with breathing, and you don't want that to happen. So some people say it's okay to use it when your kid is 2 years or older. Like I said, I'm very conservative. I didn't use it around my kids until they turned 6. So that's just personal choice. So everything I say today, go and do your own research and see what you're comfortable with. So I might diffuse it around when they were younger, I might diffuse it around the house, like in a big open area if I need it, but I wouldn't use it for them at nighttime and close the door, and definitely didn't put them on their bodies. But again, that's just my choice. So do your research about this one and peppermint, both minty oils. Okay, so we have that. This makes, there is a great recipe for respiratory support on oleander that that works kind of like, what is that thing? Vicks chest rub thing. Yeah, so look that up. Okay, lavender. Oh, lavender. You just want to, it's just saying the word is so relaxing and so calming. And so I like to, lavender can be used anywhere. You can diffuse it, you can put it in your, for your face care, you can put in these pads like I told you earlier. It's great for your skin. I like to use lavender and frankincense when I meditate. Just put a couple drops right on my wrist, and it just it does wonders for me. When I use it often at nighttime, excuse me, because hi Erica, hi Elizabeth. I like to use it at nighttime because the way my brain is wired now, that as soon as I smell lavender, I get like, you know, so I can't use it during the day because I'll be napping and I should not be napping during the day. Let's see, we have, oh, you know what, so talking about eucalyptus and cineole, I want to show you. There is this book, if you guys already signed up, and if you somewhere on our team, if you already have starter kit, you might have gotten this book, and if you didn't, ask for it and I'll be very happy to send it to you. Because and if you have it and if you didn't look at it, just get it and open it, see what's, because that's how you learn. And knowledge is power, nobody can take it away from you, from you or me. So this is the older edition, this is 6, and I think they have now the 7th or maybe even the 8th. So let's see what I opened up. So here's, says attention deficit and disorder. It tells you everything about it, so you read it and you understand what works, how it works. So you can, or you, let's say maybe you want to read about, what did I open? Grapefruit essential oil, so you can find it by the oil as well. So you have that oil, you read it about it, and you understand how it works. So take your time to look through it. There's so much good information in there. I use it all the time, and that's how you learn. So don't get overwhelmed with this box. Just take one, you know, one step at a time and one oil at a time. Read about it, and you'll know what's what. I want to show you something. So this is Super Juice. You get 2 packs that come in your starter kit. So what it is, it's wolfberries with several different, several essential oils. Now you might wonder, why do I want to drink it with my essential oils? That's because this, so let me backtrack a little bit. So essential oils, when you use them topically or internally, they are very high in antioxidants. So this has essential oils and berries, okay? So when you drink this drink, it goes into your body, and it's creates a very unfriendly environment for free radicals. So they go in your body, here's free radicals, here is ninja juice, and just fight, and push the bad guys out of your body and restore all the needed key nutrients in your body, okay? So that's a very basic explanation. So we don't want to have free radicals in our bodies, but we get them from outside of our bodies everywhere. There's somebody smoking, or somebody's painting the house, or maybe you use something on your face, the lotion and the shampoo and the body wash and something we have on the floor. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And if you just let those toxins stay in your body, what happens? It starts affecting us in a negative way every single day. So if you want to help your body, if you want to be healthier, this is something you have to do on a daily basis. Just because you drink it once in a while, it's not going to do anything for you. It's like going to gym once a month and saying, oh, I want to get in shape, but I'm going to go only once a month, or I don't know, once a week. It's not going to do anything for you. So it's the same thing with this drink. So because of this, and because of thieves, which I'm going to talk about soon, my kids have perfect attendance at school every year. Well, almost perfect. We missed 5 days, but that's because we're traveling. But perfect attendance because of they're healthy children, and it goes the same for me and my husband. So if you are still sitting, if it's still sitting in your box and you haven't tried it, go chill it, let it sit in the fridge for a little bit, then shake it up because it needs to be shaken. And my kids drink it right out of this. They take it to school with them. Try it and you'll see. It's if I would have to pick anything from any supplements, this would be it. So I swear by it. It's so awesome. Which takes me to thieves. So talking about thieves, the first thing that I think about is how important it is to rotate your oils. So 1 week you use one oil or a blend of oil, and the next week use something different. And I'm going to explain to you why. So thieves is a blend, and it has 5 different oils. 2 of them is cinnamon and clove. Yes. So what cinnamon does and clove, they can be skin irritants. if you constantly apply them over and over and over to the same spot over and over and over and over, you might become sensitive to cinnamon or clove, and you don't want that to happen, because these two oils, cinnamon and clove, are just amazing for our bodies, what it does. Again, I can't say a lot of things, but it's very, it supports our system very, very well. So you want to use them, but you don't want to do it on a daily basis for a long time. Okay, now cinnamon and clove again are hot oils, so they can burn, not burn, your skin would tingle, it might turn a little red, it doesn't feel good. So you always want to use carrier oil with it. And carrier oil, like I said earlier, it can be V6, it can be whatever oil, fatty oil that you have. Just mix it up and use it wherever you want it. So what I do with this, do I have a roller here? I don't. So I make a roller, those little brown bottles. So what I do with it, I fill it up, 5 drops of thieves, 1 drop of oregano, which doesn't come in the starter kit, but you don't have to use it. I choose to, because oregano is nature's antibiotic, let's put it that way. So it's, like I said earlier, it's easier to prevent illnesses than to heal them. So this I use sometimes twice a day, if it's that season that everybody's staying home because they can't go to school or parents are not feeling well. So I use it in the morning on the wrists and just rub it like this, and at the nighttime I use it on their feet. Now if you choose to use it during the colder months, if you choose to use it on a daily basis, then rotate. You can use it on wrist, on feet, or along the spine. This is really, really good oil. So I don't really use this oil throughout the year, except those cold months, I should put it that way. Okay, so I think that's about it with thieves. You know now why you need to rotate oils. I said that. I know. Okay, so here's one more thing. So this drink, it supports all 9 systems in our body, right? Endocrine system, cardiovascular system, muscular system, skeletal system, immune system, skin and hair, nervous system, emotions, metabolism, and respiratory system, all of it. So, and it already has essential oils in it. If you need a kick in your butt because you didn't drink it for a while, you're not feeling well, you can put a drop of other oil in there and mix it up really well and then drink it. So some people choose to do thieves. I personally would go with like grapefruit or lemon, just because the way my body reacts, but you can do that. So that's another option if you're not feeling too well that day. Let's see what else I have. Okay. Ooh. Now, talking about kids, if you're new to oils and you're just too much information for you, and you don't know which oils need to be used with carrier oils and which oil can safe for children or not safe, then here's just 2 rules to follow. Minty oils, you might want to avoid if your child is under 6. All other oils, use them with carrier oil. That's it. That's all you need to remember. Well, now I'm going to add 1 more, so you technically have 3. So here is lemon oil. Okay, so I'll tell you about lemon oil. So I was sitting in the coffee shop, and I had to get out of the house because this noise was driving me crazy. So I was sitting in the coffee shop minding my own business, and I hear people talking right next to me. So I'm eavesdropping, and probably shouldn't, but I did. So they're chatting, and I heard them talking about oils. So of course I'm going to listen. So this lady, from what I understand, she was from a different company, but she was selling oils, and she was telling this lady to use a recipe to support her respiratory support. It was lavender, peppermint, and lemon. Okay, 2 drops each, and it helps you. You can diffuse it, or you can use it on your body with carrier oils. Great recipe. Then I'm listening. I'm like, well, she's not what she's talking about. So good. And I hear she says, well, you make this mix, including with the lemon oil, and you rub it right under your nose. And I almost stood up and said something, but I don't, I was afraid that people think that I'm that crazy person and like throw me out of the coffee shop. So I didn't say anything. But all citrus oils are phototoxic. They're sensitive to sun. So what happens, so let's say lemon. So how does lemon start? Lemon starts as a green fruit. For it to ripen up, it needs a lot of sun. So when it gets a lot of sun, it ripens up and it turns yellow and it's ready for us to eat. So if you put your citrusy oils on your skin where the sun can reach it, you're gonna ripen up. Meaning you will get a rash, or you can get a big face skin discoloration. So just don't do it. You can apply citrus oils anywhere you want that the sun doesn't shine, wherever that is for you. And yeah, that is it. Or if you apply it, don't go outside for 24 hours. And by meaning outside, I mean you can go from home to the car. You just don't go sunbathing after you rub yourself in citrus oil. Yes. Okay, so lemon. So what do you do with lemon? A lot of people like to put in the drinks or food, or can be used really for anything. I mean, it's lemon. One of my favorite things to use, which has nothing to do with health, well, a little bit, I guess. You know, this doesn't have, so sometimes you buy things and it has like sticker, and the sticker wouldn't come out, and you have to buy that gooey thing, whatever it's called, to get the sticker off, especially if it's like on the picture frame. Well, that's very toxic, and I don't want to buy it, and I don't want to use it, and I don't want to support those companies. So lemon is awesome for that. You just put one drip on the sticker, let it rub it, preferably not with your finger. You can use this part, or if you use a finger, then remember that you use it, or maybe use your little finger, because, you know, don't put it in your eye. Yeah, and then let it sit for maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, and then it creeps right off, which is really cool. It amazes me. So here's for the lemon oil. If you guys have, I'm not really reading comments, but if you have any questions, let me know and I'll try to answer them as I go. Okay, so that is for the lemon oil. So let me see. Yeah, so lemon is the only citrusy oil in this kit that you shouldn't be going outside. And I know there is a list on oleander. If you Google, what would be named? Phototoxic oils or skin sense, yeah, phototoxic oils. Google it in oleander, should be a whole list of oils, but easier way to remember is citrus oils. Okay, purification. So purification is the smelly oil. So what does that mean, the smelly oil? The smelly oil is because, oh, you know what, I just saw Stephanie posted something on Facebook that she made boiled eggs, and she made cauliflower and something else, and you guys know how that smells. So if you want to get rid of that smell, you just put some of the purification right in the diffuser, and it doesn't hide the smells, it actually gets rid of them. It's just the way, that's how essential oils work, which is pretty cool. Oh yes, good point, Rocco. Citrus oils are cold pressed from the skin of the fruit versus, yeah, so citrus oils are made a little differently than the rest of the oil, so that makes a big, that's why they're phototoxic. Thank you, Rocco. Okay, so purification, other thing to use it. So I have, you know, little what's the name of it, the cotton balls. So I have cotton balls. You can put a drop of the cotton ball and just put it in your drawers if it has that musty smell, or where I keep my all the bedding. Sometimes if you don't use it for a while, the ones like that are in the guest bedroom, it might get that funny smell that I don't like. So just stick it right in there and close the door, and it will do its job. You can, if you have guests or party, I put one drop inside of the toilet paper on that cardboard roller thingy. It helps freshen up the bathroom without having to spray all those toxic sprays or whatever those plugins are. Let's see, purification. Oh, you know, the other thing I use it for, so this one I have it with me often because I take it, so when I go to the dog park in the morning, it's just bzz, 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 bzz. It's like, you know, it's something it is with my blood that they just love me. So if you get that bzz, go put it right on that spot and it won't be itchy. So this I have it with me a lot. That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, it's just great oil for smells, for the cars, for the shoes. Sometimes I put a couple drops, so my vacuum has that foam thingy in there. So put a couple drops right in that foam, so when I vacuum, the whole smell goes everywhere in the house. You can mix it up with baking soda, and just, if you have a carpet that just smells funny, just put it right in that area. You can sit it, I think half an hour would be enough. Sometimes I use, put it in the morning and vacuum at night, because. So yes, purification is a smell oil, a stink oil. Okay, we talked about thieves. What's next? We talked about peppermint. Digest. Okay, so digest is belly oil. Digest is for digestion. How about that? That's easy to remember. So this oil works very well if you, let's say, when you went to a Mexican restaurant and you ate too much, and now it feels like everything is going to explode, and you just can't button your pants, and the belly's making some funny noises, and just, it's not, it wasn't a good restaurant, obviously. So don't go back there again. But so what you do, you put a couple drops right in your belly where the belly button is, and you rub around belly button about, I would say, about 100 times, and always clockwise, again, because it's getting in your body the clockwise. So I don't know, 100 times or for about a minute. And that upset stomach and that yuckiness, it helps with it. So I use it for my kids quite a bit. At home, we eat pretty healthy, and we eat, when I say healthy, meaning we eat everything. I don't do diets. We eat everything except processed food. So we don't really have any digestive issues. I take it with us when we travel, because then you eat in the restaurants, and I feel a huge difference with everybody. What else do I do with this? So if you have some kind of digestive troubles to start with, this is not going to help you. This is only for, for upset stomach. But if you have digestive issues, look for supplements, the enzymes. But yeah, anytime your belly doesn't feel good, this is it. Trying to think what else I use it for. Oh, I know. So Nika is my puppy. Not puppy anymore. She's over a year, so she's my dog. So I put once or twice a week 1 drop of Digest right into her food. And she doesn't seem to mind, although it has very strong smell. Most people don't like the smell. But I say the worse the oil smells, the better it is for you. So look at it that way. And if you don't like it, really can't stand it, you can use it on your feet, but it won't be as effective as using it on your belly. But if you use it on your feet, you can put socks over and you won't really smell it. But it's just that it's still gonna work, just I feel like it doesn't work as good. And the reason I know that, because I tried it, my daughter she's like, oh, that's nasty. But yeah, that is for that oil. So let's see what else we had. I think I went over them, all of them. I don't want to keep talking here for a long time. If you need to, oh, wait, I see one more. Forgot about this little guy, because it fell out of my box. Okay, so this is Panaway. Let's see, what about Panaway? Okay, so you see, first thing, it has, let me grab one. You see how it has a different cap? So most oils have, hold on, how do I hold this? It has this little cap. That's what most oils have. Now, the reason this has a bigger cap, because it has wintergreen. Now, wintergreen is amazing oil that is very good for your immune system, and it's very good for our health. But if you ingest it or even use it too much topically, it's not good for you. Like, it can be toxic, because it's just how much you use of it is very important. So here it's made a blend, so you don't have to worry about it. It's already made a blend, and you're ready to use, and you won't use too much of it. But there's wintergreen, like, I'll show you mine. There you go, just like that, wintergreen by itself. This is the one, if you're not sure how to use your oils yet, you might want to just hold on and not use this one. Okay, so this is Panaway. I went, like I told you, went spinning this morning, and I haven't really worked out all summer, but now my kid's in school, so I figured I have to get my butt back in in the gym. So when I came back, I put Panaway on my thighs, because I'm sitting now, but now that I just stood up to take that one oil, oh man, I feel it. I feel every single muscle in my body. I forgot that that those muscles were even there. So this is, I use it mostly to help with my muscle relaxation. Sometimes I use it right here, because if I sit, when I type, like this is my computer right in front of me, so when I type for a long time, I feel like I start sitting like this, and usually I just put myself right back up, but if I forget, this area starts hurting. Or if I drive for long times, this pan away is really good. Yes, so it's mostly for just to help with your muscles so they don't feel all tight. Wintergreen that is in there, what makes them relax a little bit. So if you like bath, try pan away. Put pan away with Epsom salt. How much I put? So let's say if I put half cup of Epsom salt, I'm probably going to put 4 or 5 drops of pan away, and just let it, mix it all up, so it all soaks in, and then put in the bath and let it rest. Just lay in there and relax. And if you work on your feet, it's going to feel amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's for pan away. What else do I need? Oh, you know what other thing I didn't say? So let's grab purification. You see how they are different? So all the oils have labels, obviously. So the ones with white are called Vitality. Now the reason they are Vitality is because it means you can ingest them. So it's a good way to remember. You see how this say pan away, what I said, if you ingest wintergreen, it might be toxic. So see, this one is just blue. RC is just red. But all the white ones, like lemon and what I have, peppermint, they are white labels. So you can use them, you can bake with them, you can cook with them, you can put them in your drinks. I have my smoothie right here, and I put drop of grapefruit and drop of lemon, because I know they all have white labels. Now the other question I get a lot is, so if I have, my oils, there, I'm going to show you an example. So here, my legs, oh my gosh. So here's lemon, both from Young Living. So this is 5 milliliter, this is 15. This one is white label, this one is yellow label. But when they were made, so let's say, how do you do this? So this is where oils are being made in one thing, right? Then there are 2 things coming out to fill these bottles. So they're exactly the same oil, they just have different labels. Now the reason they need to, you would say it makes absolutely no sense, but the reason they do it like that, because it was FDA requirement that they just trying to find something with these oils, and they were saying that people can hurt themselves, and they might drink or eat oils that they should not be ingesting. So this makes it very easy. Hi, Gabriella. Thank you. Yes, my rack. Yeah, I have another one full upstairs as well. I have a problem with my oils. Well, I use them on a daily basis, and that's, like I was saying before, it's so important to use your oils on a daily basis and to drink Ningxia on a daily basis, because if you do it only once in a while, you'll say, it doesn't really work. Well, it doesn't work because you don't use it all the time. Like I said, with the gym or with anything, if you want a result, you got to do it all the time. It's if you're building a company, if you want to be successful, but you say, I'm just going to work Mondays, the rest of 6 days I'm going to go golfing. Well, your company is going to, so back to oils. Yeah, so these oils are exactly the same, and it's the same thing with let's see what I had in there. What did I do with peppermint? Same thing with peppermint. There's this, and I have another one that I'll show you. It's bigger, and it's all green. So, but it's exactly the same oils. Vitality just means that you can ingest them. That's what basically it. Okay, I think I covered everything. So I'm gonna go. I don't want to keep you guys here, so I'm gonna go through all the comments and see if there is something you want or need. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope this helps with your oils. Even if it doesn't, look at that book, look at those recipes, ask us questions, or just pick up the phone and call me, because I can talk about oils for hours and hours and hours and hours, which you probably already know that. So, okay, I'm going back over there because I see people are coming. Perfect timing. I see the roofers are coming back. They're going to start banging again. I guess they had lunchtime. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.